Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for sprint qualifying for the 2025 Formula One Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We are back with another sprint weekend. I love sprint weekends so much. We could be watching a practice session right now, but instead, we've got a competitive qualifying where we can see the pecking order of the cars for this weekend that will set the grid for the sprint. If you don't know what a sprint weekend is, I'll explain it a bit more in a second. But first, welcome in to the watch along. If you do here, this is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, and you've got the session timer down the bottom left that you can sync on up with, as well as lovely Twitch chat. So if you're watching right now on TikTok or YouTube, come join us on Twitch. We are live for every session, for every single Grand Prix weekend. So we'll be live tomorrow for sprint and quali and the race on Sunday. We also cover everything outside of Formula One, outside of the sessions as well. So join us in between sessions. But yeah, sprint qualifying is about to begin. Let's get on into it. Let me unmute my broadcast so I can hear it. And let's get on into it. Channel point predictions are about to end in Twitch chat. Get your predictions in. Who is going to qualify first? I think it's going to be Lando or Piastri. Given the recent form, I'm going to say Lando on pole. Although I hope that's not the case. I hope it's Max. I hope the championship can stay alive. But let's get the timer up as the session begins. Timer's up. Sync on up. Maria, Slimpedia, No Hacks, Gal, Ghost, Malha. Thank you guys for the follow as well on the stream. And thank you, Frankie, as well for the follow on TikTok. Who is your favorite driver? So my favorite drivers are Liam Lawson and Max Verstappen. They're my two guys. What's up, Jeff Zuckerberg with the stream? Just show the stream. I can't. I'm sorry. What's up, TKM? Free practice. Free practice one is the most fake thing ever. Not necessarily, but we'll be able to see the proper pecking order now. Oh, they're doing some work on Lewis's car right now. I wonder what's happened here. I hope he gets out for a time with no issues. But this is not looking good. All right, who do we think is going out in SQ1? Get your predictions in. I'm going to say Gasly was looking pretty good, but I'm going to say Colapinto. I'm going to say Tsunoda. Unfortunately, the Red Bull does not look great. Obviously, Tsunoda as well. Ooh, I'm going to go Stroll. He's notorious for going out in Q1s. It's tough because we didn't really get to see much in SQ1. Everyone was kind of all over the place. Then I'm maybe going to go the Haas's. All right, I'm going to go for that for the bottom five. But honestly, I have no fucking clue. Until we actually see these times, I have no fucking clue. So I'm going to go them five. Okay, we got the exact same five. That or you just copied me. I really hope Liam does well this weekend. Yeah, we were just watching the sprint qualifying highlights from the last 2 years. And VCAL have been good the last 2 years. So I hope they cook again this week. Michael, name of the follow. Summer Beyond as well, name of the follow. Okay, yeah, so for people that don't know, what is a sprint weekend? So basically, a sprint weekend is something that happens 6 times a year, where instead of having 3 practice sessions, a qualifying and a race, we bin off 2 practice sessions, and we have a sprint qualifying and a sprint race. Reason being is rather than having to sit there and watch a practice session, we get to watch a sprint qualifying and a sprint. The drivers still get to test out their cars because they have essentially a practice sprint and a practice qualifying and a practice race. But the race does award some points as well. So it's still pretty competitive, but they can still kind of get their cars figured out before qualifying because Parc Ferme opens up after the sprint race. So you can adjust your car before qualifying. And I honestly love the format because, again, it means we don't need to sit here and watch a practice for an hour. We get to watch a proper session. But the drivers still get to test out their cars. And in my opinion, it makes the race and qualifying better because the cars are more dialed in for those specific sessions rather than going off a shitty practice session and like slow runs and stuff like that. Practice one's way more intense because it's one practice session. Everyone goes out and is just pumping out laps. And sprint qualifying and sprint are just good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really enjoy it. And we've got another sprint weekend in Qatar in a few weeks' time as well. All right. Piastri and Norris up to the top right now. Milliseconds apart. And Yuki's a second down. Alon's only a 10th off, though. I don't get how people hate sprint weekends. Not gonna lie, more racing and more enjoyable. Yeah, so I used to be a real elitist when sprints first got announced. I felt it took away from Formula One and its core of a qualifying and a race weekend and kind of ruined the specialty of a Grand Prix weekend. Then they changed the format to where the sprint is separate to the race and quali, and I like it way better. Because in the past, if you don't remember, sprint shootout would set the grid for sprint, and sprint would set the grid for the quali. Wait, how did it work again? Oh, no. qualifying would set the grid for the sprint, and the sprint would set the grid for the race. So basically, it was like adding a red flag in between a race. And it was just dumb. The sprint added nothing. It was just a shortened race. It was just dead. It was just dead. Now sprint qualifying and sprint are a separate own thing, and I like it a lot. Yeah, my brain farted because I forgot how dead the fucking format was. Sup, Dad? Wait, what is he predicted? Stroll, Ocon, Sonoda, Bamban. Okay, why are you guys just copying me? Why are you guys copying me? Stop. Yeah, Piastri looks back on it, at least in practice 1 and SQ1 so far. Let's see how the rest of the weekend goes, though. Ferrari were quite low down in practice 1, but they didn't do a medium tire run. In saying that, they are behind V-Carb and Aston right now. Not great from Ferrari. Yuki, very off the pace. Lewis is going to get a bit of a slipstream on this car in front. Ferrari behind 2 midfield teams. Not great. What a load of P8 splitting the Ferraris. All right, Max starting his lap. Let's ride on board. Let's see what this car looks like. Oh. Oh, he's getting a nice little slipstream. Who was that? God bless that person. Woo! That's what we want. That's what we want. The championship's back on. To be fair, he's got the warmest track out of everyone. And he got multiple slipstreams. So it is a bit of a fake lap. But still, the car looks more dialed than it did in practice 1. Did anyone pay attention to the curbing? Was he able to mount the curb this time without completely fucking losing the car, or did he avoid it? Yeah, it does look unnecessary. You're right. Oh, he just lost it. Yeah, he lost all that time there. Okay, he's going to get a slipstream with these guys as well. Okay, maybe the car's just not set up for Sector 2, but it's set up for the other Sector 1 and 3. He should go up to the top here, especially with all the slipstream. Yeah, by 2/10. Okay, but McLaren, I believe, is starting a second lap, so we'll see what they do. Yeah, reminder as well, SQ1 and SQ2, they do need to qualify on the medium, which does kind of mix up the session a lot because some teams are really good on the soft, some teams are really good on the medium. And maybe that's what's happening right now with Ferrari. Like, maybe they're just not good on the harder compounded tire. Harith, Eric Football, GG, Flacco, thank you guys for the follows. Sector 2 is horrible for Red Bull, like always. Yeah, but now Norris has gone fast to Sector 1, so. Whoa. Okay, wait, Russell's 8/10 up on Colapinto. I thought it was 8/10 up on Max there for a sec. Whoa, okay, McLaren are quick. Fuck's sakes. Alright, Russell goes ahead of Max right now. Maybe the track is just getting better and better. What I've learned is the track has been resurfaced, so yeah. And today P6, 3/10 off his teammate right now. And Norris goes 3/10. Yeah, McLaren. Oh, they look like they're going to be the favorites, man. Fuck. Damn. Yeah, look. I don't want to jump to conclusions too quick, but right now it looks like it's Piastri versus Norris for the championship. Unless Max gets super duper lucky with one of these races with them both retiring or some shit. Jazzy Xavier, thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, McLaren look like they've found themselves again. I mean, that's not a great lap from Piastri 3/10 off, but TikTok, I need to restart the stream. Come join us on Twitch. Otherwise, refresh my page. We'll be back in a sec. I cannot believe the Alpines finished second and third here last year. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, in saying that, Gasly Again, setting a really good lap time. Just like he did in practice 1. Wow. Alpine locked in for Brazil. Gasly's always been really good here. Podium last year, podium in 2019. If you missed the announcement this morning, Franco Colapinto is re-signed with Alpine for 2026. So, will the contract help him alleviate some pressure? Or will it make him become complacent? I mean, right now he's 8/10 off his teammate. Yikes. Am I late? How are we doing? You're not late. You come just in time. Last 2 minutes of SQ1. How's it going? Monish on the stream. Okay, truck's getting better. Yuki might be able to make it out of SQ1 here. Where's Williams? Where are Williams? I wonder what will happen on the last lap when both McLaren drivers are on the same points and Piastri is 1 and Norris is 2. They won't do anything. They won't do anything. Piastri would win the championship and then leave the team. Francisco, they would develop. Come on, Yuki. Let's get our SQ1 here, please. Come on. It's better, but he's not safe. That's for sure. Oh, he's not got time for another lap. That's Yuki's time. And he's out. Yeah, he's going to be out. Everyone's improving. Behrman's up to P4. Wow. Great lap from Behrman. Holy. Williams might be out here as well. Max Yellow Sector 1. I mean, he's safe. Well, heaps of slipstreams. What the fuck? Albon through. Using the slipstream of the V-carb. Oh no, this Red Bull doesn't look great. 3/10 off of McLaren. Maybe they think it's going to rain tomorrow in the sprint and they're setting the car up for the sprint. Sorry, for the wet. Yeah, Yuki's out. Yuki out. SQ1, 9/10 off his teammate. 7/10 off his teammate. Wow, great lap from Bortoletto. It's P6. I don't know who's at threat. Is the Ferrari actually at threat here? Yeah. Wow, Colapinto only P15. To be fair, only 2/10 off his teammate right now. But everyone else is going to improve. Oh, Ocon fucked up. Ocon's out. Behrman P6, Ocon P19. Yikes. Where's Liam? Leclerc P11. That's not great. Ferrari might be out in SQ2 here. Great lap from Gasly. Whoa, Alonso P3. What the fuck? This is typical Brazil activities, man. This track's so good. Yeah, so Ocon. Oh, Sainz out as well. Liam's out. What did Liam do this time, man? Stroll's out. Sorry, Stroll's through. Well, that's your bottom 5. Wait, what happened to Sainz? And what happened to Liam? Why does Liam never get his final times then? I'm so confused. Every single time. Mistake? Lap time invalidated? Like, what happened? Wow. Sainz out in 20th while his teammates up in P11. 8/10 behind. Ocon in P19 while his teammates in P6. 8/10 behind. Yuki in P18 while his teammates in P2. 7/10 behind. Liam in P17 while Hedges in P7. 6/10 behind. And Colapinto, P16 while his teammates in P8. 4/10 behind. What is happening, guys? 5 drivers nowhere near their teammate. Ocon made a mistake, apparently. Colapinto, that was just the best he could do. Yuki, that was the best you could do. I want to know what happened to Liam and Sainz here, though. And yeah, oh my God, you're right. Antonelli on the verge of going out there again. How many times has he qualified one position away from being eliminated in Q1 or Q2? But yeah, Bortoletto, home hero, Peanut, love to see it. And yeah, Ferrari's struggling. I thought in practice it was just the tire. From the sounds of that, he got blocked. Yeah. He lost 3/10 in Sector 3. Let me guess, he got blocked. Can we get a replay? We never get replays of Liam. We better get a replay of Liam. I'm going to be pissed. Because Fry is the struggle car. Okay, here we go. What happened to Sainz? Oh, he's locked up first corner, hasn't he? Whoa, where you going, mate? Oh, that is terrible. He can't say the word. He can't say execution. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That was just funny. Okay, so Sainz not happy with the outlap. Can we get a Liam replay for fuck's sakes, man? Wait, he went out on the same set of tires. Yikes. He was already on the verge of going out. I don't think it was worth going on the same set of tires there. Neo, then for the follow. How's Piastri's pace looking? Better than previous weeks, but I mean, that lap was 3/10 off Lando. But to be fair, I don't think he did a final lap, so. Need rain. Yeah, at this rate, the McLarens are going to run away with it. But you could also argue, if the McLarens are very good, they could, you know, more chance for them to battle and crash into each other or something, you know. You're only allowed to use one set of tires. Are you sure? Because these guys are on fresh. These guys are unused. I think you get 2 sets to use across 2 sessions. I could be wrong, though. Fanky Gamer, Ryan, Jazzy, Irregular Combat. Thank you guys for the follows. Ocon got a ton of traffic, like 15 cars. Liam got blocked and Sainz locked up a lot. Right, okay. Jolene said Ocon made a mistake. But maybe he just looked at the data and didn't actually see what happened to him. There we go. Oh, so they came out late in the pits. And then he went to overtake. And they're all rushing. Yeah, so they're okay, that's what's happened. So Sainz is trying too hard to get past everyone, but then ruining his warm-up and stuff in the process. Yeah, it's a tough one. What team do you support? I'm a Red Bull V Cub fan. Bit of both, you know. Red Bull family. Leroy, Will, Laurie. Thank you guys for follows. Can we've gotten 17 replays of Sainz. Can we get a replay of Liam and Ocon? Please? Please? Whoa, look at how poor his tires are. Yeah, I think Fry might go on SQ2, to be honest. Kayla, thank you for the follow. GVT William as well. Thank you. Your thoughts on Max's chance of winning the championship? I said he needed to win Mexico for me to have hope. He finished P2, and I was like, okay, we'll see how Sao Paulo goes. We've come to Sao Paulo. McLaren looks like the best car. But you never know how the weekend will play out with rain and McLaren being weird and stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah. All right, SQ2 time. Brody, they have the follow. You bet the McLarens are going out in Q2. You wish. They have to make some bad mistake to go out. I forgot how quick the sessions are. 9:45. All right, let me know in chat. What is your bottom 5? Timer is up. Sync on up. All right, my bottom 5 for SQ2. I am going Antonelli because he looked poo just then. I'm also going Hamilton. I'm going Stroll. I'm going Hulk. And I'm going... Oh, Hedger or Gasly? I'll go Gasly. I don't think his car will be able to get him in. But then the V-Cab doesn't look great either. I think it's between those 5 and Hedger. I think everyone else should make it through. Oh, but then Bordelito, I don't know. We'll see. Bama might go out. It's too hard. This is what I like about the way Formula 1 is at the moment, is even the big teams are at threat of getting knocked out in qualifyings over the course of one lap. All right, Bordelito. I like that. Showing the home hero. Lovely jubbly. Who will finish P2 in the constructors? We actually have a 3-way battle. Yeah, it's really tight. I think at this rate, I don't know. To be honest, it could be anyone. I was going to say Red Bull might be out of it with the way Max is, but then again, it depends on how bad Mercedes or it depends on how bad Mercedes and Ferrari do. Which McLaren driver makes a mistake today? I mean, obviously McLaren drivers are prone to making mistakes in qualifying, but they've been tidying them up. Have they? Lando's been very tidy lately. So if it's more eyes on Piastri really in that sense. All right, everyone on fresh tires. Yeah, so it's 1 fresh tire per session. You're right. I thought you got given 2 tires and you could pick how you want to use them. Looks like I'm going to assume that's Bordeleto's grandma and his girlfriend. Lando's historically not been the greatest at Brazil, so probably him. Really? He got sprint pole last year. It was very strong. Oh, lock up. That's not only good for that lap time, but that is not great for that set of tires. And if you only get 1 set, oof. Alonso, 4/10 up on Hulk. Damn, Alonso's looking really good. Aston looked really good. Who locked up? Was it Charles or Lewis? Charles, right? Yikes, behind Aston again. Oh, so Charles locks up and still goes quicker than Lewis. Okay, cool. My neck is killing me today. I slouched for too long. All right, Max. What? Oh, my stream died. Fuck sakes. Hello? Are we back? What's happening? Are we back? Why is my... Hello, are we back? What is happening?